What if a character was so important that when they died, it felt like the developers made a mistake? That's what happened with Yuri. Players swore there had to be some way to actually save her. Was she actually supposed to die? Or are we all just missing something? Hello, my name is Peter, and I finally beat the first Kanto, and I became obsessed over the fact of, is it actually possible to save Yuri? Now, before we dive in, just like, subscribe, and hype to support the channel so I can learn and make more Project Moon content. Now, if you've played Kanto 1, you already know what I'm talking about, but for those of you that are new to Limbus Company, you guys already know the game is dark, but it's one of the best strategy RPG games. It's set in the same twisted universe as the Lobotomy Corporation and library of Ruina. The world is a decaying dystopia. Yuri first appears as a grounded human character in a world full of sinners, monsters, and machines. She's not special, she's not chosen, she's just trying to do her job. And maybe that's what made everyone love her. People on Reddit even said they spent hours retrying the fight to try to keep her alive, not to mention all the fan art flooded over social media and even cosplays. Now, I think people love Yuri because we kind of see ourselves in her, right? She's not perfect, she's kind of scared, guilty, and is trying to make sense of a world that keeps breaking around her. She runs from things she can't fix, she blames herself for things she can't control, and still shows up anyways. So what exactly happened to Yuri, and also what happened to her eye? If you look closely, you can notice not only her eye is damaged, but she has a tiny band-aid on her chin. It's because Project Moon really designed Yuri to be a contrast to everyone else. So while the sinners are broken, extreme, larger than life, Yuri is just painfully human. Now, before Limbus Company, Yuri worked at branch D02 of the Lobotomy Corporation. Her job was to contain abnormalities, which are basically living nightmares in glass chambers. But then everything went wrong. One of the abnormalities breached containment, but the fear was too loud and the building started to shake, and as she fled, something from the chaos lashed out through a broken chamber. It cut deep across her face. She fell to the ground. She was literally blinded on one side, but she got up and kept running. And by the time the lockdown finished, everyone else, they were basically cooked, and Yuri was the only survivor alive, but she was half blind, covered in ash. Her right eye basically got cooked up. She was more blind than me, which is kind of crazy, right? Now, ever since that day, she's carried this kind of guilt, right? If you notice, it's kind of like that feeling that she wasn't supposed to survive. Like she had this guilt. Maybe she should have died like the other. So when we see Yuri in Limbus Company, she's kind of calm. You notice she's a little distant, but she's still wanting to help people. Literally, she's called a fixer. That's her job now, fixing problems in a world that can't be fixed, right? Now, when the sinners first meet Yuri, she's cautious, but she's really kind, right? She helps guide them through the ruins of her old workplace, a place filled with memories, guilt, and other monsters. She fights alongside them, but then the golden bow awakens, a corrupted core, radiating impossible power, right? Yuri steps in, maybe out of duty, maybe out of guilt, and the next moment, she's gone, swallowed. You basically spend an entire chapter believing you can protect her, that everything's okay. So it's kind of weird, it feels really off. So the question really still remains, right? Is Yuri really dead? Some fans think she could return just as a new identity, a resurrected version of her soul. Others think she's trapped within the golden bow itself, a seed waiting to bloom in maybe a future chapter. And one of the wildest theories is that the record room, an archive known to restore consciousness, might bring her back, but without her memories. That's what they say. Now, I'm turning this into a full series, every character, every hidden story, every unanswered question. So if you want a part 2, let's actually reach 100 likes and drop a comment. Who should we explore next? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.